I will now begin pile number 1. Timestamps will be below. Welcome, pile number 1. Let's see what angel is around your energy for what you need to hear today. Here we have the angel of unity. So now is the time in your life where things need to be a little bit more united, whether that is your friendships, relationships, maybe it's your career. It's time to connect with people, and that will help your current situation. I will read the message from the guidebook to see what the angel of unity wants to communicate with you. It is on page 77, so you might be seeing a lot of 7s around you right now, or 7 might be of some significance for you. The angel of unity says, all of us are part of a vast network of energy that connects humanity to the rest of the universe. The angel of unity urges you to recognize these interconnections and to do what you can to strengthen them. To do this, and to nourish the connections between yourself and others, you need to radiate positive, peaceful energy and try to limit any negativity. Ask the angel of unity to help you to respect other people's views and see their perspective more clearly. If you are at odds with someone, ask the angel to forge a bond between your soul and theirs. Ask her to show you what underlies this person's problematic attitudes or actions, so you can relate to the person with care and respect. Some symbols of this card include globe, yin and yang, Star of David, square, number 1, loaf of bread, and singing. And an affirmation she offers you is, I am at one with all of my family and with humanity. I am at one with all of my family and with humanity. What I'm getting from this is you might be dealing with some toxic people in your life right now. Maybe a toxic work environment, maybe it's family. Right now, family is coming through, and Spirit wants you to know that, yes, what they are doing is not okay, and the card says it is time to take a different perspective and see where they are coming from. But just because you see where they are coming from doesn't mean what they are doing is okay. So it is okay to analyze their perspective and understand why they are doing what they are doing, but it doesn't make it okay. Sometimes we need to gain new perspectives to understand the situation we are in, but it doesn't necessarily mean we should stay in the situation we are in, because you can understand why a toxic person is toxic, but it doesn't make their toxicity okay. So, yes, we are all connected, and Spirit wants you to know that if you are in a troubling situation right now, it is okay to understand someone, but not be okay with how they are treating you. And if you remove yourself from that situation, it doesn't mean you don't love them, but it means you love yourself may be being toxic, but it doesn't mean that you should not remove yourself from that situation. The sickle is a gardening tool or a farming tool, and it's used to cut. So now is the time to cut the cord on a relationship, a friendship situation, a work environment, maybe if you're dealing with a toxic work environment. Now is the time to focus on positive change and regrowth and healing yourself and letting go of the past. I will also read the message from the guidebook for this card to see what else Spirit wants to come through here. I'm just looking for the page number here. I found it. The sickle is a gardening tool used for harvesting and reaping, though it is also closely associated with death. In art, death is often seen holding this tool, a symbol of taking a life that has finished. The sickle helps you to clear away dead matter and control over growth, allowing for new growth to take the place unhindered. Clearing and cutting away outdated and unneeded material leaves space for new life and beginnings. It doesn't cut life short. Instead, it refocuses available resources so that life can continue. This sickle card reminds you to cut away what drains your energy or no longer serves you, so focused growth can take place. A reflection this card offers that you can journal about if you choose is: what parts of your life need to be cut back or cut out completely to help you grow? I had actually forgotten that the sickle is so closely related to the Grim Reaper and death, and that can maybe some people view it as a negative thing, but it's similar to the death card in the tarot. It doesn't literally mean death, but it means death to what once was. You are entering a new chapter right now, and it can be very hard transitioning from one chapter to the next. It is very difficult to let those memories and those times go, but it is okay. We can appreciate what we have went through, appreciate the good times, accept the bad, and move forward with new knowledge into a more positive future. I will now draw a few tarot cards to see what else Spirit wants to communicate with you for what you need to know right now. What do they need to know right now? Let's have a look at the first card here. We have the Palace of Coins. The Palace cards are special to this deck, and this particular Palace card is all about your home. This is where you live and rest and regroup. So this is telling me that what you need to let go of right now may be family matters. You may be transitioning into a new chapter of your life, whether that is transitioning you have always been or where you have been for a long time. And Spirit wants you to know that there will be a loving home in your future. There will be a new home in your future. And that is a good thing. That is where you can rest, where you can heal, where you can live your life. So that is beautiful. Let's have a look at the next card. Here we have the Ace of Cups. That is lovely. That is telling me there is a new chapter coming in for you where you are going to be so emotionally fulfilled. You are going to have loving friends. Your family is going to be supportive, whether that is your soul family or blood family, because everyone is going to be letting go of something different, and whatever you let go of, that is going to open the door for your new Ace of Cups. Your cup will be full in this new chapter of your life, more so than the old one. I find when we look back on memories, we can look back with rose-colored glasses on, and that is what makes it so difficult to move on. But sometimes when you really do think about it, when you were in that time of your life that you are reminiscing about, during that time you were dreaming about where you are right now. And Spirit wants you to know it is safe and it is okay to accept your current situation with love and gratitude, and you deserve to be in a positive situation with loving friends, with a good job, with support. It is safe and it is okay to accept that into your life, and if that takes moving, then that's what it takes. Do not feel bad about letting go what no longer serves you. I will now have a look at the next tarot card. Here we have the Devil. And the Devil is all about not wanting to let go of something and feeling trapped because he is in a cage here. But the door is open, and it is our mind keeping us in this cage. Maybe you have already gotten out of this tricky situation, but your mind keeps going back to this time of your life, and your mind is painting it as this positive situation that you are no longer in. But there is good and bad in all situations. Therefore, the current situation you are in is also good and bad. That is just life. And maybe what you are struggling to let go of is that negative thinking of always making your current situation negative and viewing the past or your future as, well, that's when I was happy, or that's when I will be happy. But Spirit wants you to know that you have to let go of that way of thinking. We are here to live our life, and staying in that loop, eventually you will have accomplished all your goals, and you still will be unhappy because you are not allowing yourself to accept those good things into your life. So, it's time to let go of that negative thinking to really enjoy your life again, or just start enjoying your life. Maybe you have struggled with this for a long time. Maybe when you were young, you always were waiting, oh, I'm gonna be happy when I'm moved out, when I have this career, when I'm going to school. Well, the time is now to be happy. And yes, it is a struggle to be happy every single day, but we can try to find the happiness in every day. It takes effort, but eventually it gets easier to operate that way. I will now draw a Moonology card to see what the moon wants to communicate with you of what you need to hear right now. dreams, because if you put your mind to it and you make a plan, anything is possible. I will read the message from the guidebook for this card for you. As the saying goes, some things happen only once in a blue moon. In other words, hardly ever. Drawing this card suggests you're about to get a rare chance, and that something one-off could well be about to happen. This card is a very positive sign if you felt like you're hoping for too much or asking too much of the universe. Whatever you are asking about, well, it might only happen once in a blue moon, but it can happen. However, with this rare opportunity before you, it's important that you believe in it. If you convince yourself that whatever you're asking about can never go in your favor, then guess what? It won't go in your favor. Be grateful for this card, which is a reminder to believe in your dreams. You are lucky. Miss this chance and it might not come back anytime soon. What happened may only happen once. The person you're inquiring about is a rare find. If you can believe it, you can achieve it. This situation is unlikely to repeat. This is just beautiful. You are moving through something right now, and maybe the future is looking unsteady, which is why letting go of the past is hard. Maybe it was maybe it wasn't the most positive situation you were in before, but it was stable, and you were comfortable in it because you were used to it. But Spirit wants you to know that if you believe in yourself, and you put your mind to it, and you put your actions towards your goals, anything can happen. That dream that you've been dreaming is a possibility for you. It's just about believing in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. Let go of that negative thinking. Let go of that self-doubt. There is two ways we can operate in this world, and that is being hard on ourselves and not believing in ourselves, and every failure we face, we feel down about it. Or we can move through life with confidence, knowing that even if things don't go according to plan, it is a learning curve. Every problem you face is a learning experience to lead you to something more beautiful. And if you can see your problems in that way, life becomes so much easier. Not every problem you face is the end of the world. In fact, sometimes it's a stepping stone to a more beautiful chapter in your life. So this was a beautiful reading. I hope you found value in it. If you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. I will now be moving into pile number 2. Thank you. Have a blessed day. Welcome, pile number 2. Let's see what self-image a little bit. Maybe Spirit wants you to make it a more playful approach, have more fun with it. If you've been working out, make it playful instead of like, oh, I need to do this set amount of reps and so on and so forth. Rather have fun with it. Maybe take a dance class or a class that can be more fun with music and such. I will now read the message from the guidebook for you for the Angel of Innocence. As adults, many of us enjoy the pleasures of worldly life, yet often these do not make us happy. Some experiences may even lead us to become hardened in our outlook and cause cynicism to creep into our dealings with others. However, if we can look at life with innocence, as if through the eyes of a child, we can free ourselves from any negativity and let our souls take wing. The Angel of Innocence wants you to be happy. She counsels you to look at all aspects of your world afresh, the way a child might do. Allow yourself to live in the moment in all of its magic. Accept every good thing that the universe gives you with delight and gratitude. This wholehearted outlook will attract beauty and wonder into your life. And some symbols of this card include bird, daisy, baby or child, lamb, snow, and diamond. And an affirmation this angel offers that you can use right now is, I return to innocence of heart and mind. I return to innocence of heart and mind. While I was reading, what was coming through for me is someone who may be working just the 9 to 5 daily grind, and it's very easy to lose yourself in that grind. And Spirit wants you to know that now is the time to just enjoy the present moment. Try and have more fun with your life, even in the simplest of ways. If you are struggling with a current job situation you are dealing with, maybe try quiet quitting, where you don't put so much mental stress on yourself. You do what has to get done, but don't take it so seriously. And even just try to make your day a little bit more enjoyable. Put a little treat in your lunch, like to just give you that happiness that you may not get otherwise throughout your day. Or a drink that you really enjoy, just something that no matter how your day is going, you can have your lunch and enjoy that little treat no matter what. I will now draw a Green Witch Oracle card to see what Mother Nature wants to communicate with you. What does pile number 2 need to hear right now? Oh, here we go. We have fog, which is all about obscurity and feeling lost. So I'm getting someone out there right now who is just feeling a else in your life that you haven't quite yet, or you don't really know what that thing is, but you know where you are right now. You don't want to be forever. So Spirit is telling me that now is the time to connect to your inner child, and that will help you guide your way to where you are meant to be. It is okay to move forward and not really know where you're going quite yet. That is the journey you are on right now, and that is completely okay. But if you are harnessing and channeling your inner child, and you're like, what would little me want out of this big life of mine? Then that helps you narrow down what direction to go in, even if it's just the next step in a direction. If there was some hobby you liked when you were young that you haven't engaged in for a long time, maybe try that again and see how it makes you feel. Through life, it is very common to feel lost and not know what the future holds, because even if we have our life planned out to the T, things don't always go according to schedule. So we truly don't know what the future holds, even if you have it planned. So feeling lost is completely okay. But we have to make sure we keep moving through the fog and not staying put. You have to keep moving forward and just trust that your inner self and your intuition will guide you to the place you are meant to be. I will read the message from the guidebook for the fog card now for you. Sometimes, for whatever reason, you can't see clearly. You find it difficult to think through an issue, or you feel lost in a sea of information. You may feel directionless or unable to identify a clear goal or path to a desired outcome. Being lost in fog and feeling foggy can challenge your sense of stability. Fog isn't an obstacle. However, it's just like a veil, temporarily blurring your surroundings. Just because you can't see clearly doesn't mean the path isn't there. Carefully feel your way forward, one step at a time. Perhaps you need to move in a different direction to reach your destination. Sometimes all it takes is looking at a problem in a new way. The fog card prompts you to practice looking at things from other perspectives. And a reflection that you can journal about if you choose is, do you have a problem plaguing you that could benefit from a different perspective? Do you have a problem plaguing you that could benefit from a different perspective? Yeah, Spirit wants you to take on a perspective that is more innocent and more childlike, so you can figure out what direction to take. Because if you view your current situation very hard-headed and like, I need a good job, I need a stable job, I need this, I need that, of the worldly things that, yes, we do need those things in our life, but if you don't take into consideration those other aspects of what brings you joy, what type of environment makes you happy, what type of people do you want to surround yourself with, those questions, and how you want to spend most of your days, those questions are very important, not just those hard-headed, practical perspectives, but also of what will make you happy in this life, and that will help you go towards something that will be more divine and soul-aligned for you. I will now draw some tarot cards to see what else Spirit wants you to hear right now. just as important as our environment, if not more, because environments change, but how you feel and your brain and your soul are with you all along the way. So if you work on making your inner self stable, confident, cool, and collected, and trust that whatever problem you face, you will handle no matter what, then moving through life becomes a lot easier, and it will clear the fog a lot faster when you have confidence within yourself and who you are. Let's see the next card. Here we have the Knight of Coins, and actually I'm happy this showed up here because while I was shuffling, it popped out. So this is very much confirmation, and it very much tells me that yes, you are working towards something of substance, whether that is your finances, career, or your physical health and your physical surroundings. Like if you're wanting to move out to a different place and get a different house and such, the worldly things. Spirit is telling me that right now you are learning to tackle those things. There is still a mountain to climb to get to where you want to be, but Spirit wants you to know that you are on the right path, and having trust in yourself and a groundedness will help you evolve on your path as you're pursuing these worldly things. And once you have a handle on your inner self-concept, pursuing the outside world becomes a lot easier. It still takes work and effort, but when you face problems, you know you can move through them with confidence. Let's see what else is here for you. Wow, we have the Four of Wands. Doors are going to be opening for you. This is a great omen. With your grounded, steady effort and channeling your inner child and approaching things with innocence, it is going to open doors for you that you cannot see right now. What's been coming to me throughout this reading is like when you're young and you're trying to decide what to do with your life and all of these different careers, and there are still, no matter what age you currently are, there are careers out there that we don't even know exist. There are so many different paths that people take that we don't even know are in this world. So channeling your inner child is going to help you open those doors to what will be soul aligned for you. I think that what you will be doing is hidden right now, and that's why Spirit wants you to focus on the innocence within you, the groundedness within you, and just slowly move forward with those things at your heart center and on the front of your mind. And Spirit will have no choice but to open these doors for you because you are divinely listening to your intuition finally. And this is almost like not a test, but there's always a trial period before we get to where we want to be. And Spirit wants you to trust in yourself and to learn that you can trust your intuition, and it's up to you to decide who you are. So channel that inner child of yours. I will now draw a Moonology card to see what the moon wants to communicate with you right now. Here we have, don't let your past hold you back. Don't let your past hold you back. So maybe you had a complicated upbringing, as a lot of us do, for one reason or another. And Spirit wants you to know you can take things with you of lessons and some positive things from your past, but don't let that hold you back for what you want to pursue today. Don't let negative talk you may have learned when you were young contribute to how your life goes in the future, because trials and tribulations are there to be worked through, learned from, and let go of. Not forgotten, but let go of. And Spirit wants you to know that you will be on a more soul-aligned path once you stop holding on to the past. I will read the message from the guidebook for farther messages for you. Here we have the South Node, like the North Node, is a karmic point, but it's opposite to the North Node and relates to the past, perhaps even to past lives. Whatever you're going through and whatever you're asking about, there's a chance that age-old programming and conditioning is stopping you from achieving all that you might. Do you feel stuck in something? This card will often come as a sign that the situation or relationship you're asking about has somehow become suffocating or even toxic. It suggests that someone, you even, needs to be released, that there's some kind of addiction going on or an unhealthy attachment that needs to be sorted out. One thing is for sure, when you get this card, you're being challenged to make some changes, even if staying where you are feels easier and safe. Allow the past to be released. Our relationship is karmic and has played out across many lifetimes. Your attraction to someone may be verging on obsessive. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Yes, so there may be negative attachments in your past that are trying to hold you back, or negative ways of thinking or perspectives, and Spirit wants you to know that it is time to let that go. It is time to gain new perspectives and move forward with confidence. And the mention of past lives, I believe that the next chapter you are going on will be soul aligned, and it may even be related to your past life. Whatever you end up going for, maybe a move you choose to move to a different country, a different place, a different city. Maybe that is where you were in a past life, or a different career. But I think whatever it is right now, you're not gonna see it quite yet. And Spirit wants you to know that that is okay, and that is anticipated right now. But the way to move through that is to ground yourself, be stable within who you are, channel your inner child to reconnect to who that truly is, and you will open doors you